Welcome back to another episode of Street Auto Podcast. First of all, I'd like to thank all of the customers that have been sending suggestions, comments in regards to specific topics that you want us to talk about. One of those topics is gap. And that's why in this episode, we're going to talk about gap.
Gap.
Have you ever been told that you need gap? Do you know what gap insurance is? Well, let me explain. Let's just give you a certain scenario. You purchase a vehicle.
You bought a car without consulting me?
You finance the car, and let's say that you finance $25,000. Let's just say that after 6 months to a year that you purchased the vehicle was stolen or totaled. At that time, the insurance company is going to give you the value of the car, and they're going to pay what they believe is the actual cash value for that vehicle. Many times, the actual cash value for the vehicle might not be where you actually own the car. So what ended up happening is that if at that time, let's say 6 months to a year, you still own the vehicle $23,000, but the vehicle was only worth for the insurance company $19,000, you do have a gap of $4,000. So that's when the gap insurance comes into place to actually cover the gap of the $4,000 from the $23,000 to the $19,000. Now, you might be asking yourself, why do I need gap if I have full coverage insurance? Well, that's a good valid point. However, remember the insurance company that you have only pays the value of the car. Many times, customers end up financing more than what the car is worth. Because remember, you have the sales price of the car, you have the taxes, you have your documentation fee, your plates, and any other fees that you might add up to the loan. Therefore, right off the bat, you ended up financing more than what the car is worth. So that's why if the vehicle's price was, let's say, $22,000, but at the end you ended up financing $25,000 because of all the fees, the taxes, and any other fees that you added to the loan, that's where you ended up financing more than what the car is worth. Now, remember, many times the vehicle is going to depreciate faster than what the balance goes down. So you might find yourself where you're going to be in a situation where you might be a little bit upside down. Therefore, if there was a total loss or if the vehicle is stolen or total, that's where the gap insurance comes into place, and they're going to cover that gap difference from what the insurance company believes the value of the car is and for what you actually owe on the vehicle. As a result, you're not going to be left without a car and still owing money to the bank for that gap difference. So gap insurance is always a great option to add to any loan. There might be times when you don't need a gap insurance because the insurance company offers gap, or because you ended up putting quite a bit of down payment to reduce the amount financed from the beginning. If you put a substantial down payment when you started the loan, that's gonna actually give you equity, which means that you might not need it because you ended up financing way less than what the car is worth. So that might be one of the times when gap insurance might not need it, but still make sure that you ask when you come to Street Auto Sales or Corner Savings to see if gap insurance is needed based on the amount finance and based on the vehicle's value. Now remember, if you have any further questions in regards to gap, we have a professional sales staff that can answer any questions that you might have, whether it's about the vehicle's value or the gap insurance. Thank you for watching, and remember to keep sending those suggestions and comments for any specific topic that you want me to talk about in future episodes. Remember, you can do that by going to Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Also, if you want to check our inventory, you can go to YUMA.com, or you can visit us at the corner of savings of Street and Magnolia. If you have any further questions, you can call 928-783-9462. Stay safe, my friends, and I will see you next time.